Alright, so we're doing dinner time, and we are doing some crate training dinner time. And I switched her to a wire crate instead of her other crate because I feel like it's more open, and this is the kind of crate she stays in when I'm at work, at my second job. So, there's about, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of a cup in this bowl, and she's very, very food motivated right now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on putting the food in there and A, seeing if she'll go in on her own when I ask her to, or B, if she goes in, if I can shut the crate while she eats and then open it when she comes out. And the benefit of that is that she's learning that she doesn't always get locked in there for hours. Sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 10. Yes. And look what she's offering me. Good girl. That's a good girl. And so for right now, I'm sitting next to her because with her separation and crate anxiety, if I walk away, that really, she's going to perceive that as if she's going to be stuck in here, regardless if there's food there. And she struggles to eat kibble when I move away from her anyway. Watch me. Yes. Now, I asked her for a watch me there for a couple reasons. Number one, I don't want her to learn that just because she is finished, that opens up the gate. And number two, I don't want her to learn to be pushy. So, we're going to refill with a couple pieces, and I'm keeping it in the closet because she really, really, really likes this kibble today. I think she's more interested in the bowl and the sound rather because usually I keep it in baggies. Briggs, crate. Come on, crate. Yes. Good girl. This time I'm going to move a little bit away, kind of just change my angle up a little bit. So it's a little bit more real. Yes, can you watch me? Watch me? Yes. So she's getting the crate opened because she's having polite behavior, which is giving me attention. And the more often you can repeat this, the better experiences she's going to have in here. So the more often she gets out right away, yes, that's a good girl. Can you go crate? Come on, crate. Yes. Yes, good girl. Good girl. So this time I gave her food. Watch me. I gave her food after she finished so that she was in there for just a bit longer. Hi. You're very excited today. Eat some more. Come on. I don't know if you could see it earlier, but just as she came out, she got super excited and she started mouthing me and she started trying to eat my slippers. And the reason why I ignored that, although it's an unwanted behavior, is because number one, it came from the stress of being in her crate just now. It was just a side effect of that. Yes, if we can make the stress of that go away, then all those unwanted behaviors will go away. And number two, because if I focus on them, then she's going to do them more because it's getting my attention. I want her to do things that are polite and focus on those things so that she'll perform them more often. Yes, can you watch me? Yes, watch me. And that time she sat even before I asked her for a watch me. So she's figuring out the pattern, act polite, and get things. Alright, this will be our last one. There's still a little bit left, but I'm going to save that for later. Come on. You want some? And that time I didn't have to ask for anything, and she sat nicely to come out. So your dog may not pick it up as easily, especially if they already have a bad habit ingrained. Here, she doesn't have bad habits, so it's not as easy, or it's a little bit easier for me to teach her new behaviors. But if your dog has bad habits, start from square one. Pretend like they know nothing, and you'll be better off. They will learn quicker if you treat them like a puppy that has had a clean slate rather than trying to correct behaviors.